Okay, I'm pretty much ready for this last stair. This stair went actually pretty good, and most of it, well, I used the 4-inch knife for back in there, in those two, and I just ended up, I only used the 6-inch knife this time. I didn't even get into the 10-inch because I wanted to see how well it would do, and it actually worked out pretty good. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to do this bottom with just the 6-inch knife, and oh, this back edge right in there, I just used my paintbrush. I just used my little paintbrush and went along there and flattened that out. That actually worked pretty good too. Okay, just kind of telling you in case you have stairs like this to do, what are you going to do about them? Okay, so this is my last little bit, and again, I'm not going to be able to show you everything because I'm going to be in the way. I'm not going to move that either. Okay, all right. So, and I got to be careful of it running over. I should have made this cardboard out further so I wouldn't hit that in case it spills out, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this right out of my drywall container. I want to get that down in there. And remember, this one was really pretty deep, and so I'm just going to have to remember that. Put on a little bit extra on here. I got about 2 gallons left here, and I can see I may have to go back to the store. I probably have enough to finish this, you know, next time. I got a gallon or so left, and I'm probably going to have a little bit off of this last stair too. Where's my knee pad? I'm going to use my knee pad, I guess. I might need it for this one. I just might. Just have to see. Actually, I'll probably get in your way if I have that. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of push it into the corner, and you see, I got it quite a bit back there, and now I'm just gonna back and forth like that, and head it out towards the front. And man, I got just about enough. See, the other stairs weren't as low as this, and they were already kind of coming out towards the front, you know, but I think this one I can use just about all of that material on there. Now it's coming out towards the front, and I don't want it to go over the front much if I can help it. So, and it looks, see, it looks just about right, thickness wise. And I might have just a hair too much on there. Pick some up off of there. I'll just look at that, it's looking pretty good actually. There back, I shouldn't mess with it. And now coming out towards the front. It's got just a high edge, 2 or 3 inches in. That just kind of sucks on the back side of the drywall knife as I put it on there. Okay. Now I think I can get my knee pad in there. Oh. That's almost about right. I see just a high edge, 2 inches in, right in there, and I think I should kind of leave it alone at this point. I see a little spot off to the far right over here, and I really don't really want to do much. See, there's a low spot in it right there. See, it's like the more I play with it, the worse I'm going to get it. So I should just leave that alone. I'll hit that front. Hold on. I take my paintbrush along this front edge. That. And that should be good enough for this coat. And once that dries, maybe I can get that with my... There. I didn't have to do a whole lot there, did I? Once that dries, I can do some more. Okay, now I won't be doing any more today though, because I want that to fully dry. There's a lot of material in there. Okay. You know, I didn't, at the first of the day, I didn't think I was going to use these, my 6-inch knife, my 4-inch knife, my 1.5-inch putty knife, my 10-inch, my drywall pen. It's just kind of how it worked out, and I'm glad I had it ready, you know. I am. I'll do a once over on that. But where I've been dumping this from the back side, I want to clean that off, because see, there's a lot of material that would be wasted if I don't get that back down in the bottom of the bucket. Okay, and because I poured from this way, there's really not a whole lot. Well, there's some on this side from the stuff that I already got, you know. From pouring it out of the bucket, because I got maybe a gallon left, and like I say, I may go back to the hardware store and see if they've got another 5, because they were discontinuing it. Even if I don't need 5, I mean, I'll eventually use 5, you know, next couple years, doing more patching on these stairs and stuff. But it was only $42, and it's going to be at least that, if not more, probably, for a 1-gallon container of this, of a different one that's kind of like that at the store, you know, since they were discontinuing this at Lowe's. Okay, all right, and there you go. I've been out here a couple hours. You see these are already starting to relax, the material, and there's in certain spots like tomorrow when I look at it, I see where there's just on this step here, there's just a slight dip right there. So I know I could put a little bit of extra material in there, like with my 10-inch knife or something, and kind of look at that line and see if I can straighten it out a little bit. But most of it looks pretty good. There's another little spot right there that I could do. And you know, hey, all you can do is the best you can do. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And I'm feeling good with today's bit of material that I put on there. And tomorrow, if I have any little high spots where I know that I'm not going to be able to cover, I see there's a little bit of a line over there, and I don't know if you can see it from there. Yeah, right in there. See that line right there? If that's too high, then I don't think I can cover it tomorrow. I'll just take a sharp little putty knife that I have, and I can gently scrape that little bit off. And that goes for any little high bits. If I think there's any high bits, I can kind of work with this to a certain extent tomorrow, as after it hardens up, and I'll kind of check that out and stuff before I start working some more. Wow. I've got a little bit of cleanup to do, but hey, I'll clean it up, and make sure you get all your knives. This is the time to get all your knives done, and I'll clean everything in there. I'll wipe around this edge again and make sure I'm ready to close that lid, and just do a once over on here. Some of this, there's a glob right there. I'm not going to wipe that up. Tomorrow it'll be dry enough and I can just peel it up. Okay, but hey, I hope you learned something on here. This is actually turning out really good. I was really thinking the 2x4, the hammer, and the sledgehammer was a good idea with trying to hit the side, you know, and get that to relax, but it just wasn't going to be, and that's okay. I was able to do it a different way with my knives, and even on this step I see a couple ridges and stuff, but over in here I think that's a low, just a little bit of a low area, and that'll be fine, because after everything else dries, then it's nice and easy to skim over any imperfections that I get on the steps at this point. Do you see what I mean? You saw all the material I loaded up on that, and chances are that may just be level. It might not be high to the backside, as long as it's level or close to being level on the back and coming out to the front. Do you see what I mean? But then hardly any water will be set on there. Plus, this is roofing material, roofing coating. Henry's 100% acrylic Enviro White Extreme Elastomeric Roof Coating. Elastomeric, you know what that means? That means that this stuff is stretchy. And so if anything wants to crack, if you get any movement, or if that glulam beam material ever wants to move or separate between the 2x4s that are glued all together, this stuff shouldn't crack. It should expand just enough to stretch. That's what it's designed for. Whenever you see elastomeric, you know that's a good thing. Okay, and he's putting it on a roof with a roller. That's all he's doing. And so, you know, if he put it on a roof, you know, all roofs are not perfectly flat. All roofs are not perfectly sloped without any dips and doodles and low spots and all that kind of stuff. After it rains, you go on any flat top deck, and I'll show you an area where there's water that's settled that'll just be puddled there until it dries from the sun or whatever. You know, that's just how it is. So with these stairs, am I happy with it being on these stairs? Even if these stairs are not 100% level or 100% angled slightly, yeah, it's going to be way better than it was before. That's for sure. Whew. Hey, well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And are you a subscriber of mine? You need to subscribe. I'm asking you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell next to my name and my face, and you'll make sure that you never miss a new video that I'm going to post. And I post quite often. Okay, you look on there, I've got a ton of videos, probably over 3,000 videos on my channel. And if you're having a hard time finding something on my channel, go to my main channel page and look for playlists. Click on playlists, then scroll down from there, and you'll see all the different DIY topics I have on my channel and all that kind of stuff. Because I put them, I do a favor for you, and I put them in playlists. So all my electrical will be in one area, all my painting will be in one area, all the dry rot deck repairs and the dry rot stair repairs and these deck stair repairs will be all in one area. All my ceiling fan videos will be all in one area, all the carpet ones. You get my point. Look through the playlist. There's inspirational reading videos. I've got some nature videos there. I've got all kinds of stuff in there. Lots of stuff that will help you save money around the house. And I show you all on my own how to do certain things. So you'll know you won't need to have somebody help you. If you want to do it yourself, yeah, there's a ton of videos. I could save you thousands upon thousands of dollars around your house. And if you were wondering, what is that clanging noise going on? Well, Momi, she got this from one of her people who goes to the same gym as her, and he makes these. Look at this thing. He had built one of these out in his backyard, and it had 3 of those gongs, and Momi liked it. She said, hey, can you make us one? And sure enough, he made us one. I was hoping he wasn't going to make us one with 3 of those tiers. One is just fine. And so hopefully that's not been bothering you in the background, clanging around. I did have a rock wedged in there the other day, so it wouldn't clang, but then it got windy and the rock came out, and this morning I forgot to do it. So hopefully that didn't really disturb you much while you were looking and watching these videos that I did. Okay, all right, still drying. It's going to take all day, and I looked at the weather, and it's going to be in the mid 70s for the next 5 or 6 days, and so I'm fine. If it was 40 degrees out, oh man, it'd be a mess. You have to read on the back side to see how low temperature to put in. And in here, you saw how thick I put that one. That one, I'm gonna have to be careful with that tomorrow, and hope that it's dry enough so I don't step on it too much. And I'll have to be careful if I step on this, only step on the front and not towards the back, because that I got 3/8 of an inch or more of this material down on the back side. And in fact, I'll have to take a look at it in the morning and feel it and kind of step on it and see if I even want to work on it. I might let this cure for a couple days before I go back and put a tight skim material on there, and that's what it'll be called. I'm going to skim it out. Any low imperfections. It'll be easy, way easier to skim it out now. I can't touch this stuff. You can see once you work on this stuff, it only takes 20-25 minutes and it's already skinning up on the top. And if you try to smooth it out anymore, you're not going to be able to. Your trowels are going to dig in, and I showed you that up on that step up there. Okay, watch the entire video and you'll the whole video series even, and the more you watch, I always say the more you watch the more you learn. Some people say, oh Joe, come on, get to the point, get to the point. You talk too much. Well, I talk because if people listen and watch the entire videos, they'll learn way more than just watching 2 minutes of what they want and then say, oh, okay, I can't be bothered watching anymore. But hey, you miss out if you don't want to watch. I'm doing this for a reason, not so that I can watch all these videos later on my own and all that kind of stuff. It's not for my benefit. You know, I'll be done tomorrow, but for your project you can watch them over and over and see different things on how to fix your things around the house. Maybe you don't have any stairs like this. Maybe you got a flat deck roof or a flat deck on a deck area that you need to waterproof before you put your concrete stones back on top of there, or something like I did on that. If you're wondering, just go to my main YouTube channel page, click on playlists, scroll down to dry rot deck repairs, and you'll see all the different things I had to do up there, and you'll be amazed. And it looks really nice now. And now these were adjoining that. There was all kinds of issues with this. These are 20-year-old stairs, glulam beam material on the stair treads. You're not even going to know it when I get done. And I'm not going to have any more issues with this. I'm hoping this winter it'll be telling whether or not this stuff is going to hold. And I have all the confidence in the world that it will, because I'm doing this as though it's a flat roof deck. If this was on a flat roof and it snowed on it, hey, it's going to be just as good. And so that's why I thought I'll go the extra mile and I'll make believe that this is a roof deck. You know, all this, and that's why I've done all the different things that I've done to this point and then some to get these stairs fixed once and for all. Hey, I got way more videos of this entire project to show, so keep watching, and you'll see more. The more you watch, the more you learn. Well, can you believe that? I just closed that, and you saw I've got about that much left from there down. That's probably a gallon left. And when I started floating out these stairs just now, remember it was up about there. So now it's down about there. 2.5 gallons, probably about 2.5 gallons I poured on top of these stairs. Can you believe that? It's kind of hard to imagine that's how much slope these were going backwards. And for the stairs, that's actually quite a bit of material on there. And I've got about another gallon to go to finish those. And so yes, I'm gonna take another trip down to the store. If they have another 5 like this, I'm gonna get it, because even after I get done skimming these out, if I want to beef up the riser piece with the paint brush, or once I skim these out tomorrow or the next day, if I want to touch them up, I still got material for that. If I want to put a third coat on the edge of the step and the riser, and maybe not do any more on that, I'll have enough for that. And especially for the fact that if they still have a little bit more of this that they were discontinuing for $42 for a 5-gallon container, even if I needed just a gallon, of course I'll get the 5. And I'll have that for many years to patch these each year if I have to, or what have you. Okay, or hey, if somebody needs some on a flat roof, and if it's white, maybe I can use this for that. You see what I mean? All right, enough of that. Time to clean up and go to lunch.